Howdy folks, welcome back to another video. Me and my wife just bought our first home, and an update that we needed to do for the home was install a whole house water filter system. And today I'm going to go over three different things. One, why I bought the system I did. Two, why I built it the way I did. And three, the total cost to build and install this whole system for my home. So to start off, the water we have in our area is first of all, it's very hard water, and second of all, there's a lot of chemicals in it. So just drinking straight from the faucet on our first day here, we knew that the water wasn't as quality as we've had before. So that's when we started looking into this. And the first thing we did is we looked at Culligan. That's another major brand, and we actually had somebody come over and tell us all the details about our water and different options that we could go with. Ultimately, Culligan was going to be way too expensive for us first off, because they only offer two different options. One, you could buy the system outright and they'd come and install it for you, or you could do a monthly payment plan, which it would be the cost of the system, plus they would come out and service it every 6 months or a year, depending on what needed to be done. So both of those options, as great as it would be to have somebody service it, it would cost us more in the long run to have them continually come out and do it rather than putting it in ourselves. So that's what we decided to do. After we decided we didn't want Culligan, I started looking around, and we ended up deciding on a brand called iSpring. And the reason we went with this one, although there are many varieties out there, one, it was the most affordable compared to everything else that we have seen. Not that there's anything wrong with any other water filters, but this one was a good price point for us, which we'll get into that in a minute. The other thing was it has three filters, a three-stage filter system on it, as you can see. And this is something that, like I said, other companies do have it, but also there's other companies that only sell single stage, which would just be one filter. And the cool thing about this one is they sell a variety of filters for whatever your needs may be. We just went with one of their standard packages, and they send you two different, there's many different filters that you could get through the packages, but what we got was I believe the first one was a sediment filter, and the other one has to do with filtering out taste. So in stage one, we've got the sediment, and then 2 and 3 are the same filter, which would be filtering out for taste. But the cool thing about that is, if we go through this and in 6 months when these filters need to be replaced, we can go back and look at iSpring's website and be like, okay, this is what we have. The water still, say the water doesn't taste good. If it still doesn't taste good, well then we can go back onto their website and look at all the filters that they have, and we can just exchange one filter from one of the stages for a different type of filter. So it gives you more of a variety for your needs. So personally, I didn't feel bad just buying the system that we got, because I knew that we could change filters later on if that's something that we needed. So that was probably the biggest selling point for me, is that it's like plug and play. You can just change them out however you feel it is needed. So now I'm going to kind of go into why I built the system the way I did. And I think this is a pretty standard system. Like in this installation guide, it shows you a little preview of what the filters in the system are supposed to look like here. And that's pretty much what I followed, but I added a couple extra things onto my system for future, what do you call that? For maybe future plans and for changing filters, for doing maintenance and stuff. So I'll get into that. And the first thing I'm going to start with is, if you notice, on the right side here, I put a little bit longer of a piece of PEX, and that's so I can, if in the future we decide to, we can get a water softener and install that there. Now I could have just made that shorter and made the whole system smaller, which would have been fine, but in my mind, if I can just easily remove that piece of PEX right there and install the water softener there, that'd make things a whole lot easier. The second thing that I did was add these pressure valves, pressure gauges. So you can see right now we're sitting at right around like 75 psi, which is pretty standard for my regulator here. It's 25 to 75 psi, so we're good. But I did one on either side. That way I can come over here and compare if this is still reading at 75, which it always should be, because this is the inflow. And if I come over here and this is reading, I don't know how much variation, but say it's at like 40 psi, that would tell me that there is some sort of blockage in the filter system. And that'll be my indication that, hey, you need to replace the filter in one of these. And the last thing that I installed was a drain valve here. And this is so I can do the maintenance without shutting all the water off to the house. So the way that works is I got valves on the inflow and outflow side. So if I was going to go ahead and change a filter, what I would do is shut off this valve here and then shut off this valve here so there's no water flowing in the system. And then say my wife or somebody else is in the house using water, I can just go ahead and open up this valve here, which will redirect the water through this pipe, come down through here and then up back through the whole system, through the ceiling to the rest of the house. So say we got these shut off here, I would open up this drain valve here, drain all the water and relieve all the pressure from the system. That way I won't have any issues with replacing filters and having a whole bunch of water everywhere. So that was my thought for the whole maintenance side and stuff like that. Now, if we want to get into the cost, I just totaled up how much everything ended up costing us. And this is pretty about on par where I thought it would be. So the system itself, like I said, it's from iSpring. I bought from Home Depot, and that was $437.75, and that got you 3 filters and this whole mounting bracket here. That's all it came with. And then all the PEX and valves and gauges, I bought all that separately, and that came out to around, let's see, probably about $440 for all of the parts. And that included, mind you, you could probably do this a little bit cheaper, but I bought a roll of PEX B that was 100 foot long, and obviously I didn't need all of that, so I have a lot of that left over. So you could reduce some of your cost by getting less PEX tubing But in total, that comes out to around $880 or so. So I cannot remember what Culligan was going to charge, but it was over 1,000, 100%, I know that. And that was just to have them come out and continually service it. So you'd be paying monthly, you'd pay $1,000 to have it installed, and then you'd be paying so much a month or every 6 months to have them come out here and work on it. And then if you wanted to buy it outright, it was a couple $1,000s. So overall, I think this was the better option. Now granted, this just got finished today, so I'm still working through some kinks. I found a couple spots that are leaking. Let me show you. Here's one leaking right here. The first two places I saw leaking was on the inlet and outlet side. I just didn't have these connectors tight enough, so I just wrenched them down. It looks like it's still kind of leaking. Wrenched them down a little more, and that seemed to take care of the issue. And then before I started the video, I saw this one right here. This stage 3 filter, you got some water sitting up here, and that's leaking from the stage 3 filter. So I'll probably go ahead and do what I was just telling you. I'll shut the valves and drain the water and pull this thing off and maybe retighten it, see if it seats better. But as of right now, all the crimps that I used for all the PEX, all that's doing fine. So it's just a matter of fine-tuning everything to get it to where it's functioning without any leaks. But that's kind of my review. If you guys have any questions about how I built it, anything more in depth, like maybe the plywood, whatever it may be, leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to answer it. If you guys have any suggestions to make this function better, I'm also all ears. I'm here to learn. So I'd be happy to hear what you have to say about it. If you have an iSpring filter system, let me know what you think. Like, do you like yours? How long have you had it? And let me know if it functions well. But I think that's a wrap for the review. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it, I'd appreciate it if you left a like. And yeah, maybe we'll see you in, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year for a review of how the system's holding up and if I've had any issues since then. So we'll see you guys in another video for that in a few months here. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to leave me a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.